U.S. 1953. Puerto Rico. Met my mom in 65, yeah, they had me. Now I'm here to sing this song just for you. Hope you like it, cause you know I love it too. In the Bronx, New York, yeah, that's where I was born. Singing, dancing day and night, and oh so strong. In the project, struggling through thick and thin. All I know is when I write, it comes within.
How you doing? How you doing? This is Miss Mimi Johnson, the arts reporter, your arts reporter. We are here for Purple is Life, representing for the awareness of domestic violence. Y'all know I am an activist for many, many things, but domestic violence has been a part of my life as a younger, way younger adult, and I was able to get out. I was strong enough to say, nah, I love myself too much. There are many, many, many people, women, men, children, that are abused and deal with the abuse of other people, even mentally, verbally, and physically. So, of course, you know, someone knows someone that knows someone that's being abused. And this show is dedicated to awareness, to give people a lot of insight on the don'ts, and really how to treat people and how to treat yourself. I think that's the most important thing. Always know that if somebody is abusing you in any kind of way, it's not love. And being compassionate and gentle and love and kindness is the only way that you should be treated. Every other way, it's not the way. Before I bring on my co-host, Tamiko, Lowry, and my wonderful teen arts reporter, Shayna Fields, I just want to give you a couple of show dates that I have coming up. You're a triple threat. You're logged on to MimiJohnson.net, the arts reporter, your arts reporter, where, of course, we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. And March 3rd, I'll be at the Atrium in Stone Mountain, Georgia, for the Caribbean Gospel Fest. Yes, I will be singing some gospel. You know, people say, you sing gospel? We started off in church. What's the first song, you know, you learn? It's usually church songs. So we're gospel before we even know that we're going to be fabulous vocalists or entertainers. So make sure that you do come and check me out at the Atrium March 3rd. That is this Sunday. And I will be singing my heart out. I'm always singing for inspiration, but this is going to be a little extra because I get to sing some gospel songs. March 23rd, Woman. I am a playwright. It is official. The 14th Street Playhouse, where it goes down 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. The 5 p.m. show, we do have some seats. The 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., I believe, is sold out. Go to the 14th Street Playhouse and get your tickets, or womanthemusical@gmail.com. Rimshot, Douglas Theater, March 30th. I will be there with Miss Angela Carswell, my director, who I absolutely love. What can I say? Macon, we're on our way. We'll see you there. Log on to therimshotproduction.com. And I am Spider in the Carousel. It's a musical by Herbert Bowens. If you like The Wiz and Cats, You are going to love the carousel. And I am the most flyest spider ever. So that's April 19th through the 21st at Mark Squared Studios in Clarkston, Georgia. You are tuned into the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, Miss Mimi Johnson, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. This is our Purple is Life, fighting domestic violence every day. We'll be right back right after these messages. Mwah.
Rimshot Urban Musical is a theatrical production that seamlessly stitches the talents of a positive and innovative group of musicians, scribes, artists, and dancers. We follow Jada, an aspiring actress and dancer who placed her trust into a money-hungry music industry executive whose plans for her are much more heinous than you'd imagine. Tempted by the wealth and false promises, Jada may turn a blind eye to the real and hidden dangers of exploitation. Jada's story will make you laugh, shout, cry, and rise to your feet. Rimshot Urban Musical. Socially responsible theater with an edge. How far will you go to reach the top? Rimshot Urban Musical. Showing at the historic Douglas Theater, Macon, Georgia on March 30th, 2013 at 7 o'clock p.m. Secure your ticket today. Visit our website for additional details. www.rimshotproduction.com. That's www.rimshotproduction.com. Sponsored by DAZN Radio Ministries, Uplifting Boys to Men, and Middle Georgia Productions.
Yes, yes, yes. Look, I have got my girl here, Tamiko Lowry. Everybody that knows us on Facebook, everyone that knows about domestic violence and what you do, everybody knows her. And so if you don't know her, you better get to know her. Because this young lady, the Still Standing Foundation, first of all, I had you on my show maybe a couple of months ago, and I think it was season 2. And we talked about your situation and how you overcame domestic violence.
Right.
And you were in a car with your husband, and there was some violence going on, and you ended up in the street, in the middle of the street, on the highway.
Right.
Just so cruel, so cruel. The cruelty that was presented to you. And then you decided to take that and just say, I'm going to help other people, and I'm going to inspire other people to not be cruel to other people and to stand up for themselves and love themselves.
Absolutely.
All right. I want you to speak up so everybody can hear you.
Absolutely.
How you doing, Tamika?
I am doing wonderful.
Oh my goodness. It's such an honor to have you here with me, and especially as my co-host, and we do this every other month. So you're always inspiring people online, at Facebook, always telling people to love themselves. That's why you and I we got this sisterhood going on that is crazy with this.
Yes.
So with Still Standing Foundation, what is your like absolute goal?
My absolute goal is to empower victims to become survivors. So basically, to take a woman out of the victim mentality and turn her into a survivor and then a thriver, so that she doesn't continue to repeat those same steps, going back and forth in and out of abusive relationships. And it starts with self-love. I believe that the first love relationship that you have is with yourself.
Yes.
Well, with God, but also with yourself. And once you fall in love with yourself, I think everything else will fall into place, and you won't accept abuse. There are just certain things you're not going to accept.
Girl, because I am zero tolerance. You hear me?
That's right.
I mean, with everyone, like, you even think that you're going to be mean to me. You got another thing coming.
Right.
I stand at the front line. I stand at the front line as a soldier of love, but also as a warrior to fight.
Right.
And I think that that's real important, that our everyone, that everyone should be this way, not just women, not just children, not just men,
but
everyone, because you are going to only tolerate but so much, and that'll keep the next person in check from being mean to you. Okay, so you started your as a survivor when you talk to these young ladies through your ministry, which is the Still Standing Foundation. How many of them really actually get it? That and it's not a cycle, because this is a learned behavior.
It's a learned behavior, but it also becomes a cycle for some people. And I just look at my own personal experience growing up. I grew up in an abusive household, so to me that was kind of normal. I did not know what I didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like. So as a teenager, to have a boyfriend yelling at me, telling me what to do, pushing me around, I thought it was normal. Nobody said that's unhealthy, you need to love yourself, or he shouldn't treat you that way. Nobody said that to me. My dad wasn't in a household, so I had no idea. And so I grew up and ended up marrying an abusive husband.
Okay.
Which is why I am so adamant and I'm so passionate about teenagers and working with the youth.
Yes.
Because they need a mentor and they need someone to show them what a healthy relationship looks like.
Yes, and we have our teen arts reporter, Shayna Fields, that we're going to talk a lot about your workshops coming up. But right now I want to discuss Tamiko. I want to discuss the person that has all of this inspiration to help other people and keep people like myself strong. See, you keep me strong.
Okay.
What about the women and the men, people that their strength level is so low? They're so broken.
They are broken. And I believe that, and what I always tell people is rock bottom became the solid foundation upon which I rebuilt my life. And sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to rebuild yourself and to be strong again. It's just like if you cut yourself and you pick at that wound, it's almost healed, but then you picked at it again, so now
it's open.
It's starting all over again.
Yes.
And so my goal is to transform these women and make them strong and stay strong. And that's why I have this program. It's called the Empowerment Zone. The Empowerment Zone is a one-stop shop for you to come for all your empowerment needs. We have goal setting, we have career and resume writing, dress for success, self-defense classes, financial empowerment, anything that can empower you as a woman to get you going and to help you to rebuild your life after the abuse.
Yes, and they can go to thestillstandingfoundation.org.
That's right.
For more information, thestillstandingfoundation.org. Okay, what kind of agenda or regimen do you put together for your workshops and for, let's just say for right now, for your adults?
Okay. So for the adults, each month there is a different workshop. So starting in April, we will have our goal setting. So you'll come in, sign up for the workshop, and we'll talk about goals. What are your goals for the next year or for the next 5 years? And we sit down and help you to attain those goals. And what I do is set you up with an accountability partner. So I have volunteers that come in. They've gone through my mentoring training, and they will be your accountability partner. So they're going to call you every couple of days and say, hey, how are you doing on those goals? Do you need to meet for lunch? Do you need somebody to talk to? So we really try to establish relationships and accountability partners. You have to have somebody to be accountable for you if you want to succeed. Like everybody needs a mentor or somebody to look up to.
Yes, most definitely. That's what I do with, wow, I'm casting all of these wonderful musicals, and all of them have children. My castmates start from like 5 years old on up.
Right.
And I show them by example how to be on set. They look up to me, and when I walk through the door, they're, hey, Miss Mimi, or they call me by my character name. And I say, come on, we're going to sit down, we're going to start concentrating, listen to the director, because we need that guidance. And my mother is my mentor, and so we do need mentors. We need people to guide us to do the right, make the right decisions, because we don't know it all.
We don't know it all, and that's why I think it's important to have an accountability partner, no matter what stage you are at in life. You need an accountability partner. And I know for me, being a survivor and holding these classes, I'm 38, but a lot of women I work with are in their 50s, and they're like, oh, I'm younger than them, but because I've survived it and I'm standing strong, that still gives them somebody to look up to and say, you know what, she's gone through this. That gives me hope that I can make it through.
Yes. Now, I know that once you're in this violent relationship, how do you connect with these women that have been going through this for 15, 20, 30 years to pull them out? Because it's something that they're so used to. It's almost like habit.
You know what? I think that social media has made it so much easier. Had there not been a Twitter or a Facebook, I don't think I would connect with a lot of the women that I connect with.
Okay.
I get inbox messages saying, hey sis, you really blessed me with that post that you put up today, or I like what you're doing. Can I talk to you offline? Can I have your phone number? And, I let them call me, and sometimes I'm up until 3 or 4 in the morning encouraging these women, saying it's going to be okay. You can do this. You can make it. Which is why I have a mentoring program now, having people help me because I can't do everything.
That's right.
A lot of women are just afraid. They don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anybody to go to court with them. So we're that support system. I go to court. If they need to file a restraining order, I'm with them. I'll go to court with you. Like I said, I'll talk to you until 3 or 4 in the morning if I have to. We'll do a girl talk where we just get together and sit down and you just vent. And so that's another thing we're starting next month. We're going to start our girl talk sessions where we just come together as a group and we talk about our situations and kind of encourage one another. I
want to start coming to that. And I've been, Lord, Miss Vita Brown, I love you so much. Sisters Sistersempowerment.org. I promise you, I've been trying to get to one of her events forever. Fortunately, I did cover her walk. And I just took off that day to be able to cover her walk. But she has a lot of group.
She has lots of groups. I love Vita. She is my inspiration. She probably doesn't know it. I met her finally in person. We went to the state capitol a couple of weeks ago for Stop Violence Against Women's Day. Yeah. And I finally connected with her, and I felt like I had known her my whole life. She is such a sweet person.
I love me some Miss Vita Brown.
Yes.
Oh my, I just got off the phone with her a little while ago. Yes. She is actually speaking at a school. So she was supposed to be here with us today, but she's Miss Mimi. She said, Miss Mimi, I'm trying to get over there. I said, no, you be where you at.
Right.
And Tamiko and I are going to be over here where we at. And Miss Prosper Miller, she's having her Dining with Diamonds tonight. So we got to give a shout out to
Fabulous Life International.
Fabulous Life International. We are all so connected.
We are.
To be strong for one another, but you have to be strong for yourself first.
You do. Definitely.
How do you do that?
You know what? I think because I have a regimen now. Before, I was just kind of like out there like, okay, I'm waking up. What's my day going to consist of? But before I even get out the bed, I pray, I meditate, and I say my daily affirmations every day before I get out of the bed. I affirm that I'm going to have a wonderful and prosperous day. Like, I affirm everything. And then I get up and I just feel, people are like, how are you so full of energy? Like, I'm calling people like, hey, good morning. And they're like, what you want?
Yeah.
I'm like, wake up. You're still alive. So
yes.
I just wake up happy and full of energy.
Yeah, and me too, girl. I had one of my castmates say to me, how old are you? So a little teenager, 14, 15 years old. I said, I am 47. She says, you have the soul of an 8-year-old.
Yes, you do. Because I'm like, she is online, and I can see the energy in the post that you put on Facebook.
Girl, I am timeless.
I'm like, look at Mimi full of energy at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. And then, the one thing for me is that living this life, I'm living my life. I'm living what I love to do with no regrets, no apologies, and no limitations.
Absolutely. And that's what people have to realize. You have to live the life of your dreams, and that's what I believe in. I am living the life of my dreams, and it feels good. And it's all about finding your purpose. And that's that's another program we're going to implement, turning your pain into purpose, because there is purpose within your pain, and I found mine, and I know that everyone else can find theirs. So.
Yes. That's what inspired you to be, the still standing diva, because you're our inspiration. But you inspire yourself first.
I do. I have to love myself first and my family, and then if I don't, how am I going to pour out into the other people? I won't have anything, so I have to fill up myself with love first so that I can then release it to everybody else.
Yes, yes. And I know that being a single woman myself, I'm very particular as far as dating. Very particular who I go out with alone, which is not very often because I'm always working. But I do get my moments of that I say, yes, it's time for me to go on a date and have a good time. And if that man don't open up that door.
That's right. That's the first sign. That is a sign. If he doesn't open up the door.
I'm talking about you are going to cater to me like never before.
Right. And he should. We deserve it.
And I gotta say that I really, really get treated very, very nicely by my friends.
And you should. And speaking of which, being treated nicely, I've always been told you don't go to another person's house without a gift, so I do have something for you.
She bought something for me, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look at the cutest little bag. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to take that off of there. Girl, you... Oh, yes, yes, yes. I have my purple earrings, which y'all know y'all will see me in these.
And I know she likes big. So I was like, you know what? These are perfect for Mimi. And they're purple for domestic violence awareness.
I love it. Okay. And let's see what's in the box. Together we can make a difference. Yes.
And it's an awareness bracelet.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, I'm wearing silver, so I can put this on, and shout out to my fabulous stylist, Miss Integra Pruden, that is always keeping me so blinged out and just looking $1 trillion, billion bucks.
Yes, you look like $1 million today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Without bling, it's boring.
Without bling, it's boring. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to put this on right now. Mother, I love you so much. I love you so much, Mother. My mother. I cast my mother in Woman.
I saw that.
I cast my mommy.
That's awesome.
That billboard is going to say Woman the Musical at the 14th Street Playhouse marquee. And it's going to say starring Joan Cartwright and Mimi Johnson.
That is beautiful. That's history.
I am
mother and daughter.
I already got her ticket. I'm flying her in, honey.
Awesome.
I already bought her ticket, so she's gonna be on her way.
Let me help you.
Yes.
If it's a little bit too big, you can actually change the link.
Okay. Now we have someone on chat. Let's see. We have Steve Bird from St. Petersburg, Florida, as one of Mimi's Facebook friends. I think she is doing a brilliant job between this show and her other projects. Well, thank you so much. I love you, Bird. You stay in touch now. St. Pete rocking the house over here at the Arts Reporter. Well, look, I love my bracelet. I will wear it every day. You are tuned in to MimiJohnson.net, the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Purple is Life. This is our domestic violence awareness TV show with my beautiful co-host, Miss Tamiko Lowry. Say something, people. Tell them anything.
Hey, smooches.
We'll be right back right after these messages. Mwah.
Do you know how it feels to look inside your dreams?
All I know is number 2. Lovely is the word that's true.
Feel the new magical, you feel that magic moment when we make some kind of magic, you and me.
I feel laughter in the waves rushing toward us as children play.
your sight will be in my heart.
Yes, yes, yes. You are logged on to the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, your triple threat, MissMimiJohnson.net. We are here for our Purple is Life. We have Tamiko Lowry here with us with the Still Standing Foundation, thestillstandingfoundation.org.
That's correct.
And who we got over here? This is
Teen Arts Reporter, Shayna Fields. Hey, everybody.
Y'all know I love she. Y'all know I just love this little girl right here.
Me too.
And I am mentoring her and she's mentoring me. And guess what? We handling the business. She is our arts reporter.
We're gonna go far.
The Teen Arts
Very
Reporter. We're already far, honey. We are dynamic. Do you hear me? And we have fans that love us.
We love you too.
Yes, and the main thing is that the one thing I did want to express before we get started is never let anyone balance and tell you your level of success.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I am so successful to the point that you really can't tell me that I ain't no trillion billionaire.
That's right.
And I don't know, for me, I'm doing what I love to do every day. And that makes me a success within my own right. I don't have to be here, there, everywhere. Like, however you see, wherever you see what you want to see. I have my own success. You have your own success. You are a successful teen entertainer.
Thank you.
You are a successful domestic violence awareness empire owner.
That's right.
As Prosper Miller would say.
I love that word, empire owner. I
Yes,
love it.
That's what we are.
Yes.
We're empire owners.
Sitting on our thrones.
That's a high level of success.
That's right.
Yes, it is. Yes, I like your ponytail.
Thank you, Miss Mimi.
The Teen Arts Reporter, honey. I just love her. All right, so look. Now, we have the Teen Dating Violence Awareness, Prevention and Intervention, and you have teen dating violence awareness workshops called Dating Matters.
Right. And what that means is that dating matters. Dating does matter to teenagers. No matter how we look at it, they are dating, and that's what matters to them. And so I think it is important that we teach them the importance of a healthy relationship and what it looks like. Which is why I do these workshops. And as I spoke on earlier, as a teenager, I did not have a person or a mentor to say, this is what a healthy relationship looks like. And so I feel like if I can go out and I can do these workshops, even if I just reach one person, I feel like I've accomplished something.
Yes. Now, let's start from the very beginning of what made you decide to focus on the teens.
Okay. Well, if you look at it as a whole, teen dating violence, it's a growing public health issue, according to the Center of Disease Control. It's a health issue because 1 out of 10 teenagers have confessed or said, I've been physically hit by my boyfriend or my girlfriend. And the reason why it's a health issue is because it causes depression, which is a health issue. You're on depression medication. People have suicidal thoughts, and it causes injury.
Yes.
So that's a growing health issue. Like I said, 1 out of 10 have said they have been physically hit, but 1 in 3 are actually abused if you count the emotional abuse and the physical abuse.
What do you think about that? Let's go.
I think that I heard that it was 1 out of 10 who actually report it.
Right.
Who actually have enough guts to tell, but there's probably 1 million out here who are still being abused and still hushed and low key. And if you tell, it'll only get worse. If you tell, look what you made me do. Like, That
Right.
kinds of
Okay.
things.
Right,
Those
and
kinds of
that's
signs.
what the abuser normally says is, "Look what you made me do.
Okay.
It's your fault."
In
And
schools,
so you
that's what they
you
do, too.
internalize that, like, "Wow, it's my fault." And then that's when your low self-esteem comes in, and that's where depression comes in, and you carry that stuff. Some women carry that from a teenager up into their adulthood.
So Shayna, do you see this often in school?
Well, I don't see that type often, but I have a little story.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I had this guy that I happen to like, and he punched me in the arm out of nowhere because we were laughing, and I said a little joke, and I said, ah ha ha ha, and pat him in his little stomach, like, you know how you nudge somebody like that when you're laughing. He said, ah ha ha, pound, right into my arm, and I'm just standing there like, did you literally just hit me? And he's like, I'm just playing. No.
Yeah.
That was the end of that.
That definitely was.
Good.
And I talked to the coach, and the coach, he told me something that I wasn't expecting. He said that the way I approached him was I stepped out of my lady boundaries.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. I think that's one of the things, too. We don't have enough people that stand up for what's right.
Right.
You know, as a male coach, he should have addressed that
Exactly.
situation in a different manner.
Yes.
He said if you come at him as a playful little tomboy or something like that, then he's going to respond to that. If you respect yourself as a lady and don't touch him at all, and you never should have. I said it all was out of proportion and everything. He said, I think you should apologize. And I was like, I think otherwise.
It leads me to
Right.
believe that he's an abuser.
Which he probably is, to give her that kind of, advice. So, what is your agenda with your workshops? How does this work exactly? And of course, the Teen Arts Reporter and the Arts Reporter will be coming to cover these fabulous, fabulous workshops. So tell us more.
So what I do is I go to different youth groups. Churches may invite me out, a youth group or somebody at a community center, and I go. I talk to the teenagers. The first thing we talk about is what is the definition of teen dating violence? And so we talk about teen dating violence. We talk about the different forms of abuse aside from physical, because nowadays you have cyberbullying, which is a form of abuse. Of course, you have sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. So all of those are forms of abuse, and I make sure that they understand what each one of those means. And so we go over the definitions. I do question and answers like that. We also talk about the warning signs. What are the warning signs of an abusive boyfriend or girlfriend? And I say boyfriend or girlfriend because young ladies nowadays are beating up their boyfriends and yelling at them and calling them names. So it goes both ways. We talk about the warning signs, and then we talk about healthy relationships versus unhealthy relationships. And after that, I talk about what to do if you are in that situation, or if you have a friend that's in that situation, how do you help them? And that's how we close out.
Okay. And what is the reaction of the teens that are being the abusers? Because you have the abuser and you have the abusee.
Right.
So what is the reaction of the teens that are abusing?
You don't really hear from them. They may be quiet and just kind of taking everything in.
Okay.
And that's what I want them to do, so that they will know that they're doing something wrong. The boys won't say anything, but the little girls will say, oh, I pushed my boyfriend, and they think it's funny, and they'll laugh and joke. And I'm like, this is serious. It's not funny, because if he does hit you back, it's going to hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, you shouldn't be fighting anyways. So the little girls, they'll bring it up, but the guys won't say anything. But I want them to internalize everything that I'm saying.
Yes,
I hear girls sometimes, they may be like, they say something like, oh, I don't want a soft boy. I don't want a boy that's going to be all soft and very sentimental. I want him to shake me up a little bit and put me in check. I said, no.
That's got to be from, that's a learned behavior.
It's a learned behavior, and if you think about the music that we listen to nowadays that encourages abuse, there's one song that I always play in my workshops by Rihanna and the white guy, the rapper, Eminem, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's called I Love the Way It Hurts. This whole song is talking about I love the way it hurts. I love the way you beat me. I love the way you cuss me out. You know, and so
That's
people don't understand that
insane.
music gets in your spirit, and then you think it's okay. You bobbing your head to this while it's actually getting in your spirit, and you're thinking it's okay. I love the way it hurts. I love the way you hit me. That means you love me.
No.
Yeah, I love the way you lie. Is that the name of it? Okay.
Yeah. See, and I don't look at mainstream TV or listen to mainstream radio, so I have no idea what this song it sounds like. But that's insane.
It's insane, but that's what the young people are listening to.
It says, you're just going to stand there and watch me burn, but that's all right because I love the way it hurts.
Yeah. And that's what they listen to. And that is a reality. And I play that song, and I have them, I say, okay, what about this song is negative? What image or what is this song telling you?
Right.
And they'll say,
look up to?
you know, they're like, yeah, it does talk about abuse. And so they understand. And I know by the time I leave there that somebody has changed something. If somebody was being abused, I give them permission to send me a text message. If they don't want to talk about it, I tell them, send me a text message and I'll text you back and forth. If you want to be discreet and you don't want to talk on the phone, shoot me a text message so I'll know, you know, what's going on and we can kind of talk about it, and I'll give them resources. If I have to go pick them up and take them somewhere, I'll do that.
Let's give some shouts out to some of our chatters. We've got Integra, my stylist. You did me good, girl. You did me so cool. Hold on. Let me move there. Oh, just fabulous. Okay. Integra Pruden. For all of your styling needs, you need to get with her. She is awesome. She says, loving you all for representing the purple. Much love. And my beautiful, beautiful mother, who I just so adore. I'm here. You're looking good. Well, you know, I get it from my mama. So, you already know. Let's, there should be a, Still Standing Foundation logo somewhere. Let's try to see if we can get that up for a little bit. If not, please everyone go to the Still Standing Foundation with Tamiko Lowry. You have got to be just in cahoots with this young lady when it comes to just the awareness. And she is not only focusing on adults. I love that how you're focusing on the teens.
Yes, I have to. We have to get that message out. We can't have a generation of abusers. Like, something has to change with this generation that's coming up, and I want to be a part of that change.
The thing about it is that a lot of people don't understand it's not the children. They're doing what they're doing because they don't know what else to do. We are the adults that are supposed to be guiding them. Right. If they don't have any guidance, how can they do what they're supposed to do? My parents guided me and showed me what I was supposed to do and not supposed to do. You know, I know the economy is bad. Parents have to be at 2 and 3 different jobs. You know, the radio and really mainstream media is raising our children these days. But we got to step our game up.
We definitely
We are the one. It's not the children's fault. Everybody wants to blame the kids. The kids are going to do what they want to do. It's up to us to put that foot down and say, we are going to discipline you. You are going to do this, and this is how it's going to get done.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on. I don't know how adults are, them bad kids, them damn bad kids. No, they're only bad because they have bad parenting.
Yeah, and you have to talk to your children. I mean, I get up every morning with my son before he goes to school, and we talk every morning. When he comes home, I'm like, how was your day? What was the best part of your day? What was the worst part of your day? I want to hear him talk. I want you to look at me, because people are like, you don't know when your kids are doing drugs. Oh, I know, because I'm always in his face.
How
old
is
I'm like,
he?
well, Michael's 16. So I'm always like, well, how was your day? And like, I'm always in his face. I'm always in his room. So I dare you to try something. And I teach self-defense, so he can't beat me.
Well, he ain't going to try to do that anyway.
No, he's a good kid. He's really good. He's a good child, thankfully.
Now turning into a young gentleman.
Yes.
He's out a child. That ain't a child no more,
Right.
16.
Yes.
That's a young gentleman getting ready to go into manhood in the next 10 years. He's going to be man.
He is. And he's a good kid. He knows how to open the door.
Yes.
If I open the door, he's like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, oops.
Yes. And you raised him that way. And it's, again, parenting. What happened to discipline? What happened to, I will get a stick. I beat mine. Robert, Anthony, and Mookie, all three of them will tell you they 29, 26, and 22. And I used to put it on them, honey. Mine were like the Animaniacs. Because I had them bam, bam, bam. And honey.
All boys, wow.
No, Mookie is a girl. That's my
Mookie,
baby girl.
okay.
Mookie, Vernisha. And I'm telling you, I kept a strong hold on my kids. You can't watch them 24 hours, 7 days a week. But those moments because our children are yearning for us to love them, greet them, ask them questions, tell them things, have them tell you things, communication. I still hug my grown children, my grown-ups, like they my baby, like they still infant babies. I kiss them all on the forehead and just love them up. And then they're wonderful adults, but I did not play.
Right.
Because my parents didn't play and their parents didn't play, and we were raised that way. Javian, my grandson, the most respectful 7-year-old, he'll be 8 in April, ever.
Awesome.
He is not, his mother don't play. My oldest son, Robert, and Tiffany, who is Javian's mother, they don't play. They are guiding him to teach him how to be.
That's good.
You got to teach your children how to be.
Definitely.
What would be some advice to these parents out here or guardians? Some people don't have parents. Some people just have guardians. Right. What is your advice?
I mean, just like I said, it's really about communication. When my son, even if we work, there are other ways around it. I mean, I work a full-time job. I run my nonprofit organization, but I make sure that I sit down and we talk every day. If we're not talking over dinner, we're talking about something. I want to know how your day went. What was the worst part of your day? Well, how can we fix that going forward tomorrow to make it a better day? It's about communication. And you have to be nosy, because I'm nosy. I go through phones and computers. He's 16, so I want to know what he's doing.
Right.
So I'm nosy. I mean, I'm not that old. I had my first child when I was 17. I'm a survivor of teenage pregnancy, so I know what y'all do, and I'm watching you. Right.
Yeah, because Robert and I grew up together.
Yeah.
I was 17 when I got pregnant, 18 when I had him.
Yeah.
He's my man-child. We grew up together, and I'm close with the three of my children. I'm very close with my children, my grown folks.
Yeah.
And talking to them and knowing what's on their minds is real important.
And that I am so big on quality time. I don't care what I'm doing. Sundays is our family day.
Yeah.
So nobody's working. I don't take appointments. I'm not doing a workshop. We go to church. We come home. My son is not on the Xbox. It's just us.
And
we eat together. We watch. Even if we're just watching a movie, that's our day.
Yes.
You know. So that's what we do. Destiny, she's in college, but she comes home she goes to Georgia State. So on Sunday she comes home.
Well, you have an older...
Yeah, you probably thought she was my sister. You met her at a couple of my events.
Are you serious?
Just
How old is she?
She's 20. I told you I had Destiny when I was 17.
Yes.
I was fast.
Girl, you wasn't fast. God wanted you to have them children and get them out the way.
Right. So she comes home on Sundays, and that's what we do. We have our family day.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, when you get my age, you're going to be like, all the kids are grown. It's just all about me, girl.
I'll be in Hawaii somewhere.
Yeah. Or in Atlanta, hanging out with me.
Okay.
Or we can go to Hawaii together.
Right, we can go together, because I got to travel.
Yeah.
I love
traveling as well. I really do.
That's my mom. She wants to travel.
Yes.
But me, I'm young. She's like, hurry up and get old.
So let me ask you, Shayna, what do you think about, what Miss Lowry was saying as far as the teenagers and, just the influence of today's society with the mainstream market?
Don't get me started.
Okay, I want to.
My generation, I falling apart to me. We're falling apart from the music to TV back to out here in just everyday society.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, I don't know what's going on.
There's really not anyone to look up to.
Right.
If you watch TV, there's not like, we don't have the Cosby Show anymore or
Right.
old school sitcoms. Everything is reality TV. And what are they doing on reality TV? Beating each other up.
Oh, goodness.
Throwing bottles at each other, cussing each other out. And people, they think that's reality, and so they want to act that out in real life.
Right.
It's not real.
I've gotten called for some reality shows, and no amount of money would make me act like I've just got the demon in me. It's just not that serious for me to make money and act like a fool on TV.
Yeah, they would kick me off the first season. They'd be like, she's boring. She called her attorney instead of fighting back.
Right.
Like, I'm grown. I'm not fighting. I'm calling my attorney.
No, they had me written in the script to beat people with my locks.
Girl, you should have did it. That would have been hilarious. I'm just playing.
Listen, we got to pay some bills. We got to pay some bills. We'll be right back after these messages. You are logged on to Purple is Life on the Arts Reporter. Mwah. We'll be right back.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every day I think of you. Known you since 1999 is true. Since the first time I caught a glance of you, tall, dark, chocolate fine. Ooh, I would love to take you to a paradise, hold you in my arms, make everything alright. Though we've been friends for a long, long time, hopeful one day that I'll make you mine. If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't help this feeling that I got for you. And your music shows that your heart is true. I will wait forever till eternity.
I pray to God constantly, oh, that you will come and see about me.
I don't know why you act so shy when we're together. Can it be that being good to me makes you look bad in front of your friends? Your friends. I'm running round in circles. I'm not sure what to do. I'm losing my composure, and it's all because of you.
I pray to God,
Pray to God,
constantly,
boy, constantly.
oh, that you will come
Yeah,
and see about
come
me.
on and see about me.
I pray to God,
Pray to God,
constantly,
boy, constantly.
oh, that you will come
Yeah,
and see about
come
me.
on and see about me. I don't know why you never even tried to come and see me. Flowers and your phone calls, they can't quench my thirst for you. Baby, no way, no way. I'm running around in circles, I'm not sure what to do.
Cool. All right, we are back. We are back with Purple is Life with my beautiful co-host, Miss Tamiko Lowry.
Hey.
with the stillstandingfoundation.org and also
Teen Arts reporter Shayna Fields.
Yes. Now we are in the Common Sense Corner with Mr. Steve Moore. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. First of all, I felt kind of out of place. I didn't have anything purple, but Miss Tamiko Lowry from the Still Standing Foundation gave me a purple band, so now I feel like I'm in place.
Yeah.
But this domestic violence thing, it's a critical issue. Whether you're in a heterosexual relationship, whether you're in a teen relationship, whether you're in a gay relationship, it's wrong. No one can love you by beating on you.
Right.
And a lot of times it doesn't even have to be beating. It can be verbal. Verbal abuse can cause emotional distress.
Yeah.
Stress causes health problems. High blood pressure, migraines. Then next you know, you run to the doctor. You're spending money you really don't have. These are things that can be avoided. Gentlemen, keep your hands to yourself. Things get heated with you and your lady, you got two choices. Walk away and seek help and work on yourself, work on your own destiny, or be led away in handcuffs to where you'll go somewhere where they won't care about helping you. And your destiny is set by someone else. Think about it. That's common sense. Parents, this is a suggestion. A lot of these teenagers have cell phones, they have iPads, they have things like that. But once they get home from school, after a certain hour, those cell phones and iPads should be turned off.
Yes.
Because they're communicating with these young boys and young girls. And it's always, where have you been? What took you so long to get home from school? Red flag. Those should be shut down. And if they want to contact your son or daughter, have them call the house phone if there's one still available. A lot of us don't use landlines. But it has to be done before a certain hour. Young ladies, if there's a boy that you're interested in, and he has a habit of calling you out of your name, embarrassing you when his friends are around, that is one of the early signs of an abusive relationship. Get out. Don't be afraid to tell. All right? There's places you can go if you don't want to talk to family members. Some family members are standoffish. You know, well, look, that's your husband. We don't want to get involved. That's your family. You deal with it. But the family has to deal with it when that husband or wife injures you to the point to where it's fatal.
Okay.
So if you don't want to talk to your parents or anything, go to your pastor. Talk to your pastor.
Yes.
If you have a best friend, talk to that best friend. Don't be afraid to tell. I mean, a lot of us sit there and watch America's Most Wanted, hoping we see this person that they're projecting. We're ready to tell on them for money.
Right.
But someone's beating the mess out of you, and this is going for lesbian relationships. They have become very violent.
Yes.
Homosexual relationships have become very violent. Possessiveness is not a part of love.
That's right.
Check yourself, and like I said, there's two options. This is going for men and women. I don't need those anymore, but going for men and women. You got two options. Walk away, get help, plan your own destiny, or be led away in handcuffs, get no help, and let someone else plan your destiny. That's common sense.
Common Sense with Steve Moore. You heard it here. How you feeling about that, teen reporter?
I feel that he's absolutely right in every single aspect. Love isn't making you feel bad. Love isn't emotionally stressing you. That's not love.
Right.
If you want to think it is, it's not.
Yes.
It's not.
Well, and you have an event that's coming up. So
there is an event that's coming up. It's not a Still Standing event. It's another event that I have been invited to.
Okay.
It is called the Red Shoe in the City Gala. And it is for teenagers, young adults, and women. So women, teenagers, and female college students. So it's a women's only event. The Red Shoe in the City Gala. There's going to be a plethora.
Got it.
Right.
I love that word. It's like myriad.
Yeah. So I would love to have the teen arts reporter come and report at that event.
Yes.
I'm going to be speaking on teen dating violence. Some people are going to be speaking on purpose, on setting goals. And so it's for our young people, for our teenagers, to uplift them, to inspire them, and to empower them.
And when is this?
This is going to be March the 9th.
Okay.
From 11 to 2 p.m.
Okay, where?
And the details are on my website.
Okay.
StillStandingFoundation.org.
Okay.
I'll leave that information with you guys before I go.
In Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta.
Okay,
so
cool.
if you're in the city of Atlanta and you have a teenager or a college student, female, please bring them out. Red shoe in the city, throw on your red heels, your red sneakers, your red flats. Red represents power and authority, and we want to implement and pour some power and authority into our young people.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
So I'm excited. I got my red Steve Madden 6-inch candy apple red.
Oh, you going in, ain't you? You going in. I love that.
I love shoes. Yeah. So they said red shoe. Woo, I can go buy me some new shoes.
To spend money, right?
Okay. And so Shayna, if you ever see a situation where you see a person being abused, a teenager being abused, what would be your first reaction? What do you think that you would do to help in some kind of way without becoming totally involved in it? What would be some of the things that you would do to help that person?
That's a good question. It depends on if it's a person that I know. Like, if I see it out in the street, I'm just going to notify somebody who's in an authority, whoever be around.
You don't want to put yourself in danger.
Hey, I'm anonymous, but over there, something's going on that shouldn't be happening.
Okay.
If it's a friend, I'm going to pull them to the side and say, you know what's going on. It's not right, so get help. I'm going to encourage them to get help.
Yes.
Don't judge them. Let them know that you are there for them.
Yes.
But even if it means losing your friendship over you telling, I'd rather lose my friendship as opposed to losing a life.
Exactly.
Yes. We're going to give a shout out to some of our chatters. We got Bird, we got Integra, we got Diva JC, and intriguing show tonight. Thank you, Bird. And yes, we do hope that you'll tune in every Wednesday at 7 p.m. It goes down right here on The Arts Reporter. And also got to give a shout out to my television engineer, Al Burrows. Log on to ILikeItLive.com. He's got some really great programming. And if you want your own TV show, shout out to Al Burrows, ILikeItLive.com. Incredible television engineer. We got about 2 minutes. So in those 2 minutes, Ms. Tamiko Lowry, I want you just to explore, expand, and tell our people what you need them to know.
Okay. I do want you to know that dating violence and domestic violence is wrong. If you are in a domestic violence situation, there is a way out. Again, you can visit my website, www.thestillstandingfoundation.org. I know it is scary to start your life over. I've been there. I've been that person. Let me tell you this real quick. I have a story about, I know what it's like not having the money and the funds to leave an abusive relationship. When I first left, I didn't have food. I couldn't feed my children. I literally had to steal lunch out of the refrigerator at my job, and almost got caught stealing lean cuisines. And I joke about it now, but I used to stack them up and put them in my purse and take them home because that was the only way that my children could eat. But I will tell you that God will make a way for you. He does not want us to be in abusive or hurtful relationships. Love does not hurt. Love is patient. Love is kind. My teenagers, if you're in a relationship, go to loveisrespect.org. There's a lot of information there for you. They have a 24-hour hotline that you can call. It's loveisrespect.org, and they have lots of information to help you with those situations, and everything is totally confidential.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get on up out of here. It's time to go eat. Y'all know I'm going to go get me some chicken. I love you so much. Thank you so much, Tamiko Lowry.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you so much, Steve Moore, Common Sense Corner, and also Shayna Fields. One of my favorite teens. Yes, the teen arts reporter. Well, we're going to go out. Thank you so much to our chatters and everyone that has viewed. We love you so much. You're logged on to The Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. This is our Purple is Life episode, and I really want everyone to know to please love yourself and love others. It's so important. Give yourself hugs and kisses. I just love me. MimiJohnson.net. We'll see you next week. Everybody on 3, we're going to say tartar. 1, 2, 3, tartar. Hey. Lovely, incredible. Like a dove flying in the sky, and the moon shining in the night. I can see all that we could be. Take my hand and follow me. Oh, I love how you hold it tight. Gotta say that you are right. All I know is I'm with you. Lovely is the word that's true. Lovely when I think of you. Incredible. All I know is you're a dream come true. Incredible. Every day, every night, wanna be with you. Incredible. In my heart, love is so brand new. God sent you from above, like an angel with wings of love, holding me to the break of dawn. In the night till the early morn, you're my light and my shining star. Loving you for who you are.
Don't stop giving love, baby. I won't stop giving love. Don't stop giving love, baby. I won't stop giving love.
I've been looking and I've been searching for the perfect one I need to fulfill me. But I'm not worried at all. I'm never out of time. No time for games, no different name. I plan for everything to be the same. And it's a shame why people hurt you in a different way. So I can't let that get me down, no.
Don't stop giving love,
Baby,
I won't stop giving love. Don't stop giving love,
baby,
I won't stop giving love.
Music got me high, so high I reached the sky. Guaranteed, my love it shall be. I can't get enough of you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. My baby. Oh, baby.
Well, my daddy asked me what you intended to do. Daddy called me on the phone and said, what's that man intend to do? He said, if you were a good man, you'd beg me to marry you.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing.
Now, if commitment scares you, you prefer the single life. Just give me all your money, honey. I don't need to be your wife. Treat me right. My baby loves me. Call me up on the phone. My baby loves me. He called me on the telephone.
Music got me high.
some one night stands, I'm through. I'm tired of waking up alone in this empty home, I'm through. I'm tired of moving on to the next just for the sex, I'm through. I'm tired of remembering names, I'm ready to change, I'm through. I'm ready to settle down. Time to come out these streets, I'm ready to settle down. Get into you and me, baby, I'm ready now to make you family. Ready to settle down with you. Time to get rid of the coupe, get something with room for you. Delete some Facebook friends, turn my player card in for you. Baby, no more games, throw the playbook away for you. Ready to take a knee and run out the clock, I do. I'm ready to settle down. It's time to come out these streets, I'm ready to settle down. Get into you and me, baby, I'm ready now to make you family. Ready to settle down with you. I'm just not right when you're not with me. Wherever you are is where I wanna be. I'm ready to settle down. Time to come out these streets, I'm ready to settle down. Get into you and me, baby, I'm ready now to make you family. Ready to settle down with you.
Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good, like a soul that's lost the blues. And I'm feeling very, very good. Oh, at last, my blues past, and I'm free from the blues that have tortured me. And I'm feeling mighty, mighty